Another letter from Osaku.
Another letter from Osaku.
I want to edit photo and video on my phone, but I don't know how, so could you make like a tutorial or something?
Yes, I could. Hey, it's Griffin, and today you're getting how to edit with the sauce. You're seeing a Procreate time-lapse right now, but I'm going to show you InShot, which is the video editor I use on a phone. I did the whole frickin' Scatman World thing on a phone. Ready? Go. Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how I shot and edited the Scatman's World music video entirely on my iPhone. Normal, latest iOS, but 5-year-old phone, and here I am, first recording myself. I am using the camera app in the phone, but I can play music at the same time and then run the video recording. So my two footage sources then are my camera while I'm playing the song and the video, which I'm running a screen recorder on YouTube. Now, both of those get the song in some format because it's playing it out my speaker back into my mic for this video here, but you really don't want that because the quality is going to be much worse than what your screen recording software gets. So if I unmuted this video of me dancing for a second, you would hear the song, but you would hear it in pretty poor quality playing out my speaker back into my mic. Whereas if I just played that screen recording video that's underneath me right now, it'll sound like this. And you can use that to sync the actual song that you have recorded natively, but you don't want to use this as the final audio, obviously, alright? So that is step one, recording yourself and recording the song. Congratulations, you made it. And part two will be putting it together. So to summarize, the thing I'm doing to record myself on the camera is playing the music in the background before I open the camera app. But not using the actual sound that's going to record in that video, because it'll be ass. I'm going to use what is recorded off YouTube. Okay, so now you can see here this first video that I've shot, and you'll see I've stuck my foot up and that doesn't make it in the final video. You can cut these however you want once they're in the video editor. Cut out stuff, sync it up. Here you see a false start I did, and in fact 2 of them, before I record the song in full and uncut, and I don't need to worry about whether I'm messing up during it because I can always cut stuff out later. And so you'll see then, this is what my video editor looked like at first. I have some rainbows going over me dancing, the pink filter, black and white filter, wavy filter, all those little filters I wanted to have show up. Then I go to YouTube, I'm starting the song over and over again, so my screen recorder definitely will get the beginning of the song, even if it counts down from 3, 2, 1, go. And once you have that on footage on your phone, right, and again, we're using this as transformative purpose, so it is not like a copyright infringement issue, but here we have the full video of that music video, which I've basically recorded onto my phone using my screen recording software as the visual and audio sampler for our edit, if you will. So you know, I can scrub through this whole video. If you don't want, like, crap showing up on the video, you might have to swipe away your notifications or perhaps actually download it using a stream ripper. I would just get the clean video instead of recording off my phone resolution. But it doesn't matter as much here, and because I'm trying to do everything on my phone to prove a point. The actual way you make effects like this is really pretty easy in a program that has a lot of them built in, like InShot, or even, you know, if you were to use Movie Maker, there's some effects in there. But what's more important here is you can see the effects come in and out at different moments. I am able to split them, delete them, move them, pinch and drag around on this timeline to... The main things to know in any video editing software, of course, is how do I chop up my footage, my audio, how do I move it around, how do I layer it on top of each other, so add tracks to your timeline if you need to by dragging stuff up. And there's not that much to using a video editor on a phone versus on a computer if you have one that, this does effectively what Premiere did for me 10 years ago, or Movavi did on the computer. Now, sometimes you stack so many layers in your video editor, especially on a phone, that it just won't let you stack anymore. So I had to save a version in the middle of me working on it, bring that version in, and then just edit from there so that I would have a fresh timeline, right? If there's stuff crowding up your timeline edits that you're already pretty sure are fixed in place and you don't need to mess with anymore, just export the video and then bring that back in, and you can edit on top of the edits you've already done, which are now hard coded into the video file. So the last thing I'm doing is sort of playing this back at 1.5 speed, so you can see the actual edits that I made and not just me talking about how you make the edits. This is my second version, not the final cut, but so you'll see some of the effects are missing. You don't have me talking over it yet. Here's how some of the effects work, right? You have this effect play for however long you've split the clip that is basically the effect layer. And you know, there's another one, the invert one. Uh, you'll see that the effect star, that little star, is how I do it in this program. Now, how do I put all these multiple videos next to each other? I'm using picture-in-picture, or PIP, which lets you put a video or a photo on top of your video that's already there. It has to be video at the bottom or a image that has like a frame hold. So you'll see, like, you know, this black and white bit is not edited in on the second version because I already did it in the first version. It's saved into the video file that I'm using already, and so I don't have like a crazy stacked video file. Here I have these images I try to lay on top with picture-in-picture. You'll see that they're dropping in underneath my dancing on the sidebars. So if you like select this again, you'll see it appear on top just so you can see the dang thing, but it won't actually be fixing where the layer sits. Usually I just hit split at the beginning of the clip and it'll recognize it as the most recent edit you did and stick it on top. The movement I'm doing is in the animation tab here, and I'm hitting a loop to make it shake. You'll see those also ones that will, instead of moving the whole like image frame like the loop will in this program, you can make the image move around within the frame, and that's, you know, usually more interesting or doesn't screw with your boundaries. Here I have a blinking one. You'll see it's on the loop. You can see here I ran out of storage space in the middle of making this edit. That video is very space munching on your phone. It will take up a lot of space. And what you need to do then is delete other stuff, right, in your iPhone storage, or save what you already have and delete the old stuff. The number one thing to know is that videos, no matter how big they are, will sit in your recently deleted unless you actually delete them. You need that storage. Go into your recently deleted and actually get rid of the file because it will save it for 30 days.
The world of Scatman, witnessing a new... The world of Scatman. The world of Scatman, witnessing... Visiting Scatman's world. Scatman's world is the place to go. Scatman's world is the place to go.
Land? Oh, hell no. I will do no such thing. Ow, stop. I'm not getting peed on in a Sprite commercial. Shower. Stop it. No scat shower. No. Wrap into the video editor. No one cares. You can do that. And if I were to pull up the video file for I'm surrounded by alligators, it's even simpler than this one, but I'm showing this one for the complexity of it, I suppose. Now, here you can see some more stuff I've done. The star effect, very simple, is just something I threw on top. And because if I played the star effect in my old second version, it would only play underneath all my picture-in-pictures. I want it on top, so I gotta do this in another frickin' project file. Here I have the VHS, and I've sort of put a sound effect over and my voice. So the voice effects, the sound effects, you can kind of make stuff sound like it's coming from far away or an alien said it or whatever. Here, the picture-in-picture, right, when I exported it first, oh my god, it dropped behind the sidebar videos. So I just put them in again with the picture-in-picture. I actually, by the way, if you're curious what these, I gotta get out my recently, I need to fix my phone storage. Anyway, if you're curious what these graphs were, this one is the 1% and 99% wealth. You can see the Great Recession dip. The next one is the top marginal income tax rate, which has been lowered and lowered again and again. Here you can see the decoupling of wages from productivity in the 1970s with Richard Nixon, and that also being when modern monetary theory takes over, or fiat currency takes over from the gold standard. And here's the crime rate reduction, which I know crime gets focused on a lot, but hell, goddamn if it ain't down. So anyways, what these last effects I show, you can actually even see them in the video editor little corners that I include within the original video. But just to tell you what these are, there's like a dot screen. There's
again, I use a lot of
the celebrate tab of the effects because I love colors. This last one is Colorama, which you may have seen in other stuff, but works very well. This pink and blue is a filter. That white is a scan effect. And I also, the audio changes a little here because I couldn't actually sync up as I wanted to the music video at the time. I was like, where in the dang music video am I? So, and I had the sound, the original sound, so I knew it was kind of crappy. Well, I put an effect over it on purpose. You can play all these different effects. Check this out. So you be an alien, as I said, you can be a robot. And I actually will like drum on the table and then put it in the robot thing and it'll go bang 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 instead of bump a dump. So cool stuff there. Now playing into this last part, I have also sped up the song with the chord change. I'm putting in this rainbow effect, Interstellar, one of my favorites here. And that needs to go in this last edit because it won't go over my pip otherwise, my PIP. Here we go with the final. This is a huge thing. Instead of filters on which are pre-made, you can adjust literally everything about the color grading on your pictures. So here I made the highlights, the brightest part yellow, but I could, you know, swing the hue so it's yet more yellow instead of orange. I could change the whole thing to blue or purple. And I would, boom, instantly have a recolor version of that final part. So here it is in purple, doop doop doop, instead of orange. Got the star filter again. Then this one I hit at the end. That has a bunch at once, but I'm stacking them, right? The top filter is so it brightens it up, because otherwise the colors are too dang punchy. And there's Colorama, of course. Here at the end, Magic School Bus. So, you know, I'm trying to capture some sort of childlike joy and whimsy here, but you know,
Seatbelts, everyone! Please let this be a normal field trip with a friend. No way!